strength, courage, determination. These are just a few words I'd use to describe our hero today. There's little doubt that this kid has inspired millions with his inspirational story. This kid is none other than Joe Shaky Arms Aquino.
Take the wheel! Take the wheel! Let go! Yo, goddammit!
Devastating. But every story has its beginning, and this is the origin story of Joe Shaky Arms Aquino. Like many children, Joe was born. Then, sometime later, Joe attended school. It was at this school where teachers started to notice something wrong with Joe.
You know, Joe seemed to have a problem with basic writing exercises. You can see that he started off promising, but then he went all over the place. I asked the students to draw a picture of their house. Here's Joe's. It doesn't even look like he's trying. I had to have a sit-down meeting with his parents.
When Mr. Brown asked to have a meeting with us, we couldn't imagine what he wanted to talk to us about.
Joe was a good child. All in all, he could be a little stupid at times though, but we loved him.
With advice from his teacher, Gina and Bob decided to send him to renowned child psychiatrist Dr. Marie O'Neill.
This is one of those cases that you only read about in medical journals. Joseph, on the outside, was just a normal child. However, it turned out that Joseph had a rare neurological disorder, a disorder that caused his arms to shake uncontrollably.
Shaky Arms. The name is difficult to pronounce as it is to live with. The Aquino family had a challenge on their hand, a challenge they were willing to accept.
Is it hard to watch your son suffer from such a horrible disease? Yeah, sure it is. But gosh, it was so funny at times. We used to keep cameras all around the house just to catch Joe doing all these really weird things. We even, we made up a website called, Our Son Can't Control His Arms.com.
The website was getting 1 million hits a month. Joe was becoming a star. The only thing, he had no idea.
Oh my gosh, if he would have found out, he would have been so pissed.
Shaky Arms was an overnight success, spawning merchandise, fan sites, and even a wildly popular internet meme.
I remember he used to do this thing. He'd go up to girls and, smack their butts, like, be all funny, and he would blame it on the shaky arms. But the girls would get mad at him, but, it wasn't his fault.
I was Shaky Arms' biggest fan. I love the memes. Goes to work, elbows boss by mistake, goes to the bathroom, pees everywhere, opens can of soda, soda goes everywhere. It was hilarious.
We sat down and spoke with some of Shaky Arms' acquaintances to learn about the great deal of admiration and respect that they had for this late individual.
Shaky Arms. Man, what a guy. Even the ladies had an interest in old Shaky Arms.
Oh, that Shaky Arms. No, he was a real man. All I'm saying is, his arms weren't the only things that were shaky.
In retrospect, I don't know how he pulled that one off. I've been wondering that for a while, actually. Classic Shaky Arms.
Yeah, I knew Shaky Arms. We met around 8th grade, and at first, I must say I didn't like him very much. I didn't like those shaky arms. But then I got to know the kid, and ever since then, we were best friends. I'm not gonna lie, doing things with him wasn't very easy all the time.
Hey Brian, we good?
No, don't go yet.
I wanna go.
Shaky Arms. He was the kind of person, no matter if you were having a bad day, he'd shake it out of you, pun intended. He wasn't afraid of anything, and he'd always make a guy laugh.
I think one thing we can take away from his passing is that you can't judge a book by its cover. I mean, sure, on the outside he looked weird, but inside of that shaky body was a heart full of gold.
I miss that kid. I just want him back.
Goodbye, Shaky Arms.
Mrs. Shaky Arms. I've no one to laugh with anymore.
It's gonna be hard to replace him. People like him don't come along very often. I miss him already.
Bye, Shaky Arms.
God damn, I miss Shaky Arms. That son of a bitch stole me $20.
Joe Aquino, or as he's better known to friends and family as Shaky Arms, will be missed. Even those who never met Joe will be inspired by his tale of tragedy to triumph. Joe was laid to rest on a Sunday afternoon, and as a true testament to his character, thousands showed up for his funeral. Joe Shaky Arms Aquino was a larger-than-life character. His memory will live on forever. Every time we shake or shiver, we will think of him. This has been Profiles of Heroes, and I'm Kirk Champion.